Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of our podcast.
In today's episode, we are joined by our good friend,
Christian!
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Before we get started, Catherine, how was your week?
My week was hectic. So, I'm helping my mom move. There's just so much stuff. When you move, you realize how much stuff you have, and you're just like, this is so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Normally, it'd be fine, but the one thing that's making it worse is the heat.
Yeah.
Trying to do anything. Like, Josh helped me move my stuff yesterday. And we did it in the evening, but it was still, like, so hot. And it was just, that. We also went to a spin class yesterday.
How did that go?
It was great. Josh, how did you find it?
So, I hurt my knee at badminton last week, and I thought it was better. It was not better. So then there's, like, sometimes, I think Catherine probably noticed, I would just sit down and just, like...
Yeah, I was like, is he okay?
Because last time, I was just like,
yeah,
let's go. And then this time, I was like, oh, no, never mind.
But the highlight of that class was... the majestic steaming man. Christian. So there were two instructors teaching that class yesterday. There was a girl and this guy that I'd never taken a class with before. And so he's just like, he's going hard. Like, he's yelling at us, like, full on yelling.
He also has a really nice announcer voice.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, he was kind of like a DJ hyping us in a way.
He was very hype. And so, like, we're doing the class, and at the end, they're like doing their talk or motivational talk at the end. And so the instructors are on, like, a raised stage at the front of the class. The rest of the lights are, like, off, except for, like, what do you call those lights? Spotlights on the instructors. And so I look up, and he's just up there, like, spotlighted and, like, steaming.
No, literally, like, Catherine and I didn't say anything to each other, but I, like, looked at it, you could see, like, this steam coming
so I
out
looked at Josh, I was like, he's steaming. Because it was just so, like,
he was working
majestic
hard.
looking.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anyone steam before.
But it's just like Catherine and I just like, the class was really hard.
Yeah.
So like we both were dead. Catherine's calf was sweating, which is weird.
Yeah, my calves were sweating.
Which is a weird thought.
Calves can sweat.
But I was gonna say when we were moving yesterday, one of the highlights was because you rented like a storage unit.
Yeah.
And so, like, Catherine and I were, like, the storage unit was so hot that we started re-sweating. Like, this is, like, maybe an hour and a half after our class.
Yeah.
And we're just, like, drenched in the storage unit.
Josh made a good point. I was like, should we, like, shower first and then move? And he was like, no, we're just going to get sweaty again. Just, roll with it.
Good call.
Yeah. That was the highlight of my spin class.
the steaming man. The steaming man.
If you ever see this, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. How was your week, Christian?
It's been pretty good. Just been working. Highlight of my week this week is I got a tattoo.
Okay,
I
saw that bandage and I was like, what is that?
I'm sorry, Dad, if you ever see this.
Sorry,
don't kill me, please.
Sorry, Dad, but also it's fine.
Don't kill me, please.
Sorry, Tito.
Here's the reveal.
Oh!
Christian, it's beautiful.
Wait, I can't. Wait, can you like turn your arm? Yeah, zoom in, Josh.
Josh, zoom in on this.
Oh my! How long did it take?
2.5 hours. Just.
Can you flex?
Anyways, yeah, 2.5 hours of painful stabbing, but it was fine. The dude said that I did really well because some people usually on their first tattoo they're like, but I didn't. I only flinched, cried a little bit. But yeah, no, I got this done right out. Oh, no, I took a little nap after my shift this morning and then went to get a tattoo. Took another nap and then came here.
Wait, you got it today?
Oh, yeah, I just got it done today. It is fresh.
Wait, I thought you said you took a nap at the tattoo place. Like, I'm going to take a nap here. Wait.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I told him I might fall asleep. He said, no, you won't. Because it hurts.
He's like, I'd be impressed if you fell asleep.
Right? No. But yeah, it still hurts a little bit, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like after it's all healed and stuff.
What is the meaning behind it?
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The inspiration behind it.
Both of you probably don't know, and I don't want to bring the mood down. My mom just passed away a month ago. Thank you. So her favorite flower is a rose. Got this done for her, and there's 3 of them for me and my brothers.
I love that.
Yeah, and me and my brothers are all getting rose tattoos, different types.
So that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing their tattoos.
Are they getting them done soon too, or?
My oldest one, Levi's, getting his, I think, next week, and then Jonathan, I don't know. He's back from Spain, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's back for the summer,
Nice.
and then going back to Spain, med school.
Wow. That's
Doctor.
so.
Doctor in the family.
Right, my only first one.
Wait, he was in med school?
Yeah, he's in med school. In
I don't.
Spain.
Okay, I don't. Every time I see like his Instagram, he's always somewhere like some other place in the world, and then like I'm like, what is he doing? Like, is he working? Is he in school?
He's gonna be such a good doctor.
Uh,
From what I know of him, he seems very nice. I
he's
feel like
very
he'd be a
smart.
good doctor.
He's good to other people. If you also watch this, hi. He's good to other people.
That makes sense.
Yes,
Family.
family.
Yeah, you know. To be fair, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why doctors can't treat family members, because they just probably either they're biased. Yes, they're either going to be too nice to them or be like, no, you're gonna die.
You imagine that you just go to like the emergency room and your brother's just like, "Shut up, Christian.
Shut
it's
up.
Nothing. It's
You're
not
okay."
painful.
Go home.
Fine.
Drink some water.
Your arm's broken. He's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Go home.
You're
Go.
good. You're fine. Stuck enough.
I can see him saying that.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, we're all getting tattoos.
that's really sweet.
I'm the first one who got one.
Are you gonna get a sleeve?
I don't know yet.
Okay, that's the thing.
You
That's what I'm saying.
started
It's
it.
so big already. Like
Mhm.
you just gotta connect it to something.
That's why I got it pretty big. I didn't want to get a small. Well, I could have gotten a small one and still gotten it gotten more. But I got a big one. I might as well go big or go home.
Exactly.
Yeah, now sleep. Next is sleep.
No, we'll see. I have another one that I want to do, but not on this arm.
The other arm.
Other arm.
Oh, so you can flex both.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to get something like Greek mythology related.
Mm,
Oh.
Not anytime soon. Also,
Like,
this
like,
cost
like
a lot.
what? Like
don't know
a
yet.
like a Greek god?
Yeah.
Or like
Who's your favorite Greek god?
I want to say Apollo
nice.
because he shoots bows.
That's cool.
He shoots arrows.
Yes, he shoots arrows.
He's like, wait, I need that.
I'm just left with the arrows.
That's so good.
By the way, hey,
Oh,
I'm ESL.
It's fine. Me too.
Use
And I was
that
born
excuse.
here.
I'm ESL.
Trauma. Let's not
He's
talk about that.
legit though.
He's legit. I'm not.
Yeah,
Excuse.
I
just
am
have
literally
hearing
ESL.
issues.
But yes, he uses a bow and arrows, and he's cool.
That's a very fair point.
But yeah,
You do you, boo. It's funny because Catherine and I actually talked about tattoos yesterday.
Mhm.
During our Costco run.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get one?
I told Catherine that I will only get it like for like my parents' like Chinese names.
Oh.
So what I want to my idea is if when my parents pass away,
They're immortal. They're never gonna
Yeah.
die.
they're immortal.
Mhm.
I would get like I want my dad to write like dad in Chinese and my mom to write mom, and then I would like take a picture of it and then put it onto my wrist.
I heard
As
wrist
they pass.
tattoos hurt.
Yeah, that's the thing in a way for me why I want to do it because
Mhm.
it'll be painful, but at least it'll be a good memory of them.
Mhm.
And same with my
Do
brothers.
you
but then-
remember the painful memories?
Yes. But then I remember someone was like, "What happens if like your dad and your mom, and then like you got like Daniels, but then like you die first?" I'm like, "Well, I guess I gotta take the other ones." Like, I don't get the whole set. No, I should be like, if you are burying me, make sure you put all the
Before you bury him, just
Before-
wait.
you gotta tattoo him.
Oh my
Put that on your
gosh.
will right now.
Please put it on my will.
Yeah, how's your week been, Josh?
I'm in this phase now where like I think all the days are just kind of meshing together.
Mm.
So like, because I've been on summer break for 3 weeks now, I think.
Only been 3?
Has it only been 3 weeks?
Wow.
Yeah, 3 weeks because
Wow.
I finished work at the end of June. So 4 weeks maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
I don't even know.
Oh my gosh.
We can't count.
Anyways, but like I'm just trying. I literally was like, I'll think about it when you guys talk, but I literally wasn't thinking about it. But basically, this week was pretty chill. One of my friends came to visit me from Vancouver,
Mm.
but other than that, it's been kind of nice, just chilling. Oh, I did play piano for a seniors home yesterday. So I just played some piano. And I sang a little bit. It was kind of like, because I know like a lot of the seniors there have different medical issues, so some of them had dementia and all those things. But what was really cool was that like before I was playing, they had mentioned, oh yeah, they might not get much of a response, but it was cool to see like the different responses to different songs. Like some of them was like really quiet, and then I play like a song, they start singing all the lyrics and
Plays WAP.
right.
No, play some Cardi B
from the top.
Yes.
But like it just for me was very like, oh wow, I could at least share some music to these people, and they really liked it. And it just reminded me of my grandma, which like she passed away last year, last September, and so I played one of her favorite songs, and so yeah. So other than that,
sweet.
yeah, it's very nice, and probably will go back again because it was just an hour, and it felt like, you know what? Also, Josh, my own piano chops are real off, so it's kind of nice.
getting
to, like,
kind of rusty.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, Christian, would you like to like introduce yourself? Just give like a general biography.
Hey. My name is Christian. I am turning 27 years old this September. Originally from the Philippines. Yeah, I'm old. Man. I have
Filipinos.
Yeah,
Represent.
Filipinos. Let's go. Anyways, yeah, I grew up in the Philippines. I moved here to Victoria in 2007. So I was like 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So again, ESL. I wasn't the greatest in
Okay,
English.
I get it. I'm
Legit.
fake.
Yeah. I may sound like I don't have an accent. I worked hard. It was weird just because when I first moved here, there was another Filipino guy in my class, and he bullied me because my English sucked.
How dare he?
I know.
How dare
What's
he?
his name?
I'm like, do I name drop him?
Give him a
Maybe
nickname.
just the first name.
Miguel.
Oh,
Miguel.
come on.
If you're watching,
That's what insecure.
I still hold a grudge. Kidding. I mean, I haven't seen you in a while.
Wait, how long was he in ESL for when you got there?
I don't know. I think he moved here when he was younger, so his English was pretty good already.
The audacity.
Yeah,
I
come
know.
on, man.
You were also in ESL. Come on. And also we're Filipinos. But yeah, anyways, he was short. So he was probably intimidated because I was taller than him. He's like, I gotta bully this guy. Gotta bring him down.
He was short. It's fine. That's the defining factor.
Yeah.
It's fine.
What
We're
is that
good.
called? Napoleon Syndrome? When he
What?
was like that's a Napoleon Syndrome?
I don't know, but I do know he's short too.
Yeah. Anyways.
Is it probably when like short people are like gotta have to be like superior?
Yeah. Yeah.
Napoleon.
That's probably what it is.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I improved my English. I read a lot of books, watched a lot of TV, and then learned how to speak English better.
From my understanding, they teach English in the Philippines,
They
right?
do. They do. It's just,
Yeah?
but it's the most basic things. It's like,
Yeah.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you? That's it. That's all I need. That's all I needed to know coming here to Canada. And then it's like
Interesting.
making conversations. It's like, I don't know. How was your day? Good.
That's all you need. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
He's short.
You're short.
My question is, so like when you moved here, you said you were around 11.
Mhm.
Like, do you remember what kind of was the biggest shock to you in terms of like cultural shock, or was there much of one?
Yeah, I mean, when we moved here, there wasn't a lot of Filipinos yet. Again, in my school, there was in middle school in grade 7, there was one other Filipino
Lansdowne,
dude.
right?
Yeah, Lansdowne. There was only one other Filipino dude in my class. Yeah, not a big community of Filipinos here yet. I knew there was some, but again, I was just like, that's a lot of white people. So I was,
I was like, yeah, I feel that.
yeah, because you moved here earlier than I did.
I moved here 2009.
Okay, but
I also
you were
thought
also
there was also only one other Filipino
right.
at high school,
Mhm.
and I was like, "What is this?"
So it's like, where are
So
the
many white
Filipinos?
people.
Apparently, they were all in Ontario or something.
Oh,
Yeah, and then they all moved here because the weather's better.
yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Mhm.
fair.
Very
Yeah.
true. But yeah, no, it was just like a lot of people that I couldn't talk to. Because in the Philippines, everyone speaks Tagalog, and you can speak to anyone. You can talk to anyone. But here, I was like, I don't have anyone to talk to. My brothers, but I also don't want to talk to them.
Relatable.
So yeah,
You're pretty fluent in Tagalog, right?
yes, I still do speak Tagalog at home with friends. And
Can you
then,
read and write?
alphabet's the same, so writing it
yeah.
is.
All right, yeah. Sorry, is
easy.
it English? We talked about this in an episode. Sorry, okay. I don't want to say anything. I know.
Josh. But yeah, no, I can read and write. It's just like the deep Tagalog words. I don't know what those mean.
Deep Tagalog.
What's that mean?
The deep
There's, like,
Tagalog.
You know, like when
Like the weird
like the
words.
Shakespeare English.
Oh,
Right.
the deep words.
The deep, you know, they're down there, but
Down there.
they're down
No,
there.
we speak up here.
Well,
Yeah.
up here. But yeah, no, those ones I don't understand. Like my dad has a Tagalog Bible.
Whoa.
I don't understand 90% of
Whoa,
what it
I want to
says.
see that. Can you send me a picture of the page?
I just send you a verse. You're like, what the
What?
fuck? What does that say? I don't know.
Wait, question. So, like, if you listen to like someone speak, say a sermon in Tagalog, could you
Mhm.
understand it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
I can understand that. But if it's like, again, reading it is a little bit different, just because sometimes like there's accents in different places, and some words that we have can mean different things depending on where you put the accents. Like, okay, there's this word.
Okay, I was
like
wait.
the Enya?
No,
Or is
it's
there
like,
more?
or it's not. Is it called accents or
Is
it's
this
like
deep Tagalog
no?
with the
it's like,
accents?
here's an example of a sentence, ba 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 ba, which is literally just one syllable ba, and you just repeat it with different
I heard the tones. I heard the
inflection
tones.
in the tone. So
But
ba
what
ba
does it
ba
mean?
ba. It means, is it going down?
I didn't know
So-
there were
so if you say-
accents for that.
Yeah. So
That
if you
makes
say it like,
sense.
say you're going into an elevator and you see a person, ba 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 ba, is it going down?
That's so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Weird stuff.
Interesting. I mean,
Mhm.
because like Cantonese is like 9 tones or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So like
Mhm.
one word literally could mean 9 different things. So
Mm-hmm.
I relate.
Really, but we don't have that much in the Philippines.
Mm.
Like maybe a couple tones.
Have you been back to the Philippines since?
Once. So it took me about 9 years to go back.
Oh, because you needed to get your PR, right?
No, I mean I was already a citizen after 4 years.
What?
It didn't take me a while to get a citizenship.
Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
take very long.
Back then it wasn't that hard. I don't know if they're making it harder nowadays.
I always hear people having a hard time getting PR or citizenships
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
No, because my mom was already a PR when she brought us here, so that made it easier.
The parentals.
The parentals.
the parental
yes.
units.
So yeah, it took us 9 years just because, I mean, I don't really have anything to go back there for. Like
Mm.
when I moved, I had like my grade 6 classmates that I was close to, like my best friends in that class. And I'm like, I don't really need to go back. After like 9 years, some of them we've kept in touch, some of them we haven't. So like, I don't really need to see them.
Yeah.
We went back just to see family.
So like, how is being back there?
Hot. Hot.
No emotional
That's
thing,
it.
just hot.
It was hot. The emotion I felt was hot.
Wait, okay. Catherine talked about this before because Catherine, you went back to the Philippines, right?
Mhm.
At some point,
Mhm.
and she was mentioning how like because her skin was so light. Did you ever have comments about that?
Oh yeah, all the time. People, especially in the Philippines, if they see that you're like darker skinned, they associate it with like being poor or being out in the sun and working too hard and stuff like that. If you're pale, you're like, ooh, you're rich. Like you probably have air conditioning in your house. It's true. It's
I'm
true.
dying. This is so funny.
But yeah, when went back and they were like, "Oh, you're so pale. Why? Like, have you not been in the sun?" I'm like, "No, I also hate the sun."
I also live in Canada.
Yeah.
We get like 3 months of sun.
Pretty much. But yeah, and people always assume that I'm Chinese there.
Are you?
I'm
You're part Chinese, yeah. I was
I'm
like,
a quarter, so
Yeah.
like they're not wrong. They're not completely wrong.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't know Chinese, right?
No, I do not.
Jonathan does.
Jonathan does. He
Right.
speaks Mandarin.
Better than me, so.
All right,
That doctor.
doctor.
Gonna be doctor in
I
China.
know. He like just gonna brag about him because I kind of didn't earlier.
Did it before, so I gotta.
Yeah,
make it
I
feel
was
better,
kind of making you sound like you're mean. He's good. He speaks a lot of languages.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he speaks a little bit of Japanese, Korean. He speaks fluent Spanish now. I mean, he kind of has to because he's in Valencia
Mm.
for school. And he knows a lot more.
Is this like Spanish and Tagalog can be similar?
They
like,
share a lot of words.
they share a lot of words, and it's like the vowels are the same.
Mm.
I wish I studied Spanish, but I was too lazy.
What did you study?
Did you do French as well?
I did French.
Why?
Why?
Hey.
Why did we do this?
French was mandatory.
I
No,
guess
not
up
in
until-
high
up
school.
until
Not
this
in high
point.
school. Oh, I didn't take languages in high school.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, because it was when we were in grade 10, they were like, oh, by the way, languages are not mandatory for you to graduate anymore. So I skipped the whole thing. Yeah.
Why did I take French then? I
You
think I've
had
seen it
to
in
because
elective.
you were a year.
Oh, because
Above
grade
us.
11 was grade
Mhm.
10 was our last year, and then grade 11.
Are you serious?
I finished it because I thought we had to,
Yeah.
but it
you,
looks good on your
Man.
transcript.
did you take a language?
I did Spanish.
Did you take Spanish?
Yeah, I did
Hola.
Spanish. Did I learn much? No.
No.
Yeah,
But yeah. Again, what was the question?
I don't remember.
Can't
I don't remember.
now. Oh, we're talking
Philippines.
about your childhood.
Yeah.
Oh, challenge. Hi.
Yes, mom. Hey everyone. We hope you've been enjoying our episode with our good friend Christian as we talk about high school, of course our childhood traumas and other stories. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram at RiceWashed Podcast, as well as our personal Instagrams. You can find me at JMKPoon and Catherine at Catherine Lava. Before we get into more childhood and childhood traumas, maybe we should talk a little bit how we met.
Yes. How did we meet?
I'm trying to think.
It's funny. My first memory, Christian, and I don't remember this, was when we were in grade 8 and we had to go do those like stupid tests at Lamberg. Do you remember that?
What test?
We sat in the multi-purpose room. We sat in like rows.
Oh, those tests they made every middle schooler
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, before going into high
Yeah,
school.
I remember
yeah.
seeing you,
Mm.
but I didn't know who you were. I just remember seeing you like sitting near me. I also remember in the front.
Hi.
Hi. But
I
also
hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Why did you bring that up, Christian?
I don't know.
Okay. Actually, no, I brought it up. That's my fault. Anyway, so that's my first memory of you, and then we met each other because we were in like
So you
band
guys didn't know each other
No.
during
until
this
grade
test?
9.
But you
No.
remember him.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
seeing him.
I don't remember anyone there.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Except, again, because she came from the same middle school that I did.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I was like,
Same
I'm
middle
probably
school.
going to be the only one moving to this high school because in middle school they tell you like, oh, you're in this middle school and this is like what district you're going to go into
The feeder schools
for high schools. District 12. But I went to Lambrick because my aunt lives in the area and I was like, oh, I could go to lunch to her place. Like, but it never happened.
I was going to say, did you ever?
Never happened.
You were always there at lunch.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I don't remember, but I do remember meeting you guys in I think it was choir.
Was it? You were in band too.
Yeah, I was in band too, but I feel like I remember you guys more in choir, like first time meeting. Because I mean there wasn't a lot of guys in choir.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
I was forced upon my own will.
Me too.
Forced
Who
upon,
forced
forced
you?
against my own will.
Forced
Forced upon my own will.
He did it to himself.
Okay, so in middle school, so Mrs. Hughes, hi Mrs. Hughes, she had taught the other 3 Poon brothers, and I was like, I'm not going to join choir. I'm better than this. So in middle school, I literally didn't join choir. Like Caleb Hine and Matt Ruchan
Mhm.
were in it, and then
Wait, Caleb was in choir?
yeah, in middle school.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he quit in grade 9? Come on.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so then when I was in middle school, that's when choir started, like our church choir. So she came to our concert. She's like, I
Oh,
know
and she
you can
saw
sing.
you sing.
And so in grade 9, literally, like I think they just put it on my like course selection.
Can they do that?
I think that's illegal.
Put stuff in.
Mrs. Hughes just goes into the office just to take
Okay, but
Choir.
Mrs. Hughes, is she intimidating? She's scary. She has like the
Yeah, her
the-
vibe is very
Yeah,
intense.
she's like,
Yeah.
you're joining choir. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's why I joined choir. That's I guess how I met you.
Mhm,
Because your brother was also in choir.
Yeah, my
and
two
brother was in
brothers
choir.
were in choir because my oldest brother needed the credits. It was like, I need credits. And they didn't want to be doing it by themselves, so they dragged me into it.
Mm.
And it was fun.
It was
I
fun,
enjoyed it.
actually.
I enjoyed it. And then there was one year that we had that random teacher, male. I don't remember his name too much. I do remember his
I
name.
wasn't
I
in
do
choir.
remember
I
his
don't know
name.
this.
I'm not going to say his
I'm
name.
not gonna say his name. It was your grade 12 year.
Yeah.
Because Mrs. Hughes retired when we were in grade 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had this person, and then we had Mr. Ham.
That's
last
right.
year. Yeah.
Though I still remember Mrs. Hughes' retirement. I remember when we sang to her.
Did you cry? Did she cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
cried.
Yeah.
And
I did, right?
I
Yeah,
think
big
sorry.
cries.
it was weird because we had to do it twice.
The same song?
Why?
Remember? I
Oh,
think
because she invited us to the retirement like dinner thing.
Mhm.
Right, right, right.
I was like, oh, okay.
That's my first arrangement.
It was great.
Thank you.
I didn't know what I was doing.
What did you
I
guys
was
sing?
literally copying Josh the
Um,
whole time.
Yeah, it's so hard to say goodbye
To yesterday.
to yesterday.
Yeah.
By Boyz II Men.
I still remember it. The
I-
song.
And
I-
go.
I remember what it is. I just don't remember what we did.
We did a lot of ooze.
Ooh,
Yeah, classic ooze.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
classic.
Mhm.
Clara was fun generally. I think it was fun because our crew, like me, you, Christina, and Matt,
Yep.
and Chris Green at the grade 12, we were the
Yeah.
gong show.
Oh, Chris.
That was great.
Oh, Chris, hi, Chris.
Hi,
Hey, Chris.
We were a gong show, and we
Mhm.
always talked.
It was fun. Christina also joined the tenors.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have joined choir to do with me
What?
tenor.
Yeah, that would have been.
Why
It
was
was
Christina
great.
at dinner?
She didn't want to sing with other people.
Mm-hmm.
We won't name them.
That's fair. Yeah.
And she also could sing really low, and
Yeah.
but also just like don't put me and Christina together. It's not a good time. I mean, it's a great
It's a
time
good
for us.
time.
It's a great time. But yeah, no, we also didn't have a lot of tenors because it was just the two of us, I think,
Yeah,
in grade 12.
Yeah,
So we needed Christina.
yeah.
Mm.
And then there was what, two other bassists?
Three.
Matt and
There's three
Chris.
or four big
Oh,
basses.
bassists.
But I think Chris and Matt were the real
Mhm.
deal.
Really.
Wait, who was the fake bass?
Two other kids.
Two other. I think they were like grade 11 or grade 10.
Yeah, so they're younger kids.
Younger kids.
How did you guys met in band? I'm
I was
guessing.
doing band.
Yeah, we met in band.
I don't remember though.
I also don't remember you because
You were
I
a
played
player.
flute, so
He
I was
all the
up
way
front.
At the front.
and I think it was when you went to because you were playing sax as well,
Mhm.
and I would always hear you guys laughing in the back. So I would look back and be like, Josh is having fun over there.
The saxophone
Who's
section
she-
was
who's
a
he
good
talking-
time.
Yeah.
The saxophone section was a gong show.
It's a good time.
Did you ever get FOMO?
Yes, because
Look back longingly like.
yeah, because we're always up front and we can't make mistakes because Mr. Ham's right in front of us. It's like he's staring right at us and we can't laugh or do anything.
They got the brunt of the ham
Mhm.
attention. We were just chilling in the back.
Okay,
Yeah.
like, now that I think about it, like the basically the saxophones, we were on the back row with like the trumpets and just like and the percussion were behind us, so all the party was in the back.
Yeah, party's always in
It
the
was
back.
so loud.
Mhm.
Trumpets and drums behind you.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
It was too much.
Imagine being in front with everyone behind
That's
you.
It's
It's like I don't even know what note I'm
I
playing.
never hear you guys.
Yeah, I remember- I
I'm
can't
so
hear
far
them.
away.
But it's funny because I was basically like the only tenor saxophone,
Mhm.
right? And so like I could play my part, and so I don't think Mr. Hammer could really do much in terms of like yelling at me because
Yeah.
I would just quit.
And then we'd have no tenors.
And
That's
okay.
true.
Yeah. Christian, I have a funny memory of you.
Oh,
Christian is a very kind and sweet person,
yes.
but he had he had an issue of hitting people in the face
I was gonna say, I think I remember this.
in dodgeball. Like he has like a cannon on his arm, like,
Yes, I do.
and he always hit the really quiet international students.
Okay, was this on purpose or like?
Okay, no, I had zero aim. I still don't have aim.
Very good power. Zero.
No
aim.
It was
accuracy.
100% power, zero accuracy. I remember hitting someone, and I think her nose bled.
Yeah.
Miss McInnes, our gym teacher, she was like, "Christian, you have to sit out." I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it."
Oh.
Why
funny.
did she dodge with her face?
Why'd you catch it with your face?
That is my favorite memory. I still remember we were on the side of where the change rooms are, and then we played the full like gym. And then Christian, I was behind Christian, and he threw it like into one of like the international student's face, and then it rebounded and hit another in the face, and I fell down like just laughing so hard that I got hit out because I was like, but Christian was out because it was a head.
Yeah, it was
shot
the
or
headshot.
whatever, right?
A double
And so
headshot.
then I just like
was a
remember being
double
like
kill.
Christian every game.
I
Every
think
game.
there wasn't a game of dodgeball that I didn't hit anyone in the face.
Oh my goodness.
There was also, I remember grade 12 when we had, I think, the mathletes versus athletes dodgeball thing,
Mm-hmm,
and I hit a specific person in the face, and everyone was happy. If you remember who you are, you're very cocky.
Ooh,
Remember the pain.
Yeah,
Remember the
remember
pain.
that pain.
And then I saw you in biology class right afterwards. It was awkward.
That's
should've been
great. Yeah, you've been like,
Remember that? Then again, I was out, so. But everyone cheered when he got in the face. I cheered.
Really funny, actually.
It was great. It was a great time.
It was a great time. I remember watching it. I should have joined.
You should have joined. You would have fell down when he got it in the face. Too.
I would have been like, I wouldn't shown anything. I would have just been like, what was fun though about band PE? Because you were never in band PE, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were like basically just not expected to do well in sports.
Yeah,
but we were actually all pretty athletic.
Yeah,
and so like it was such a fun time, and that's the one thing I wish like schools did more was just like the expectations. Because to be fair, not everyone's an athlete.
No.
Or like people are just not. Some people are born and raised to play sports, and some people aren't, right? And so like it was just so much fun because like our teacher, Miss McKinnis, was basically just like, oh, this is like here's some skills I want you to learn. Just have fun and like learn it. And then we all just did really well.
Yeah,
I thought
the expectations. The bar was low.
The bar was low.
It was easy to hop over.
It was easy to hop over, but also we were competitive enough to want to do better.
Yeah,
and I remember.
That laugh.
I just remember vividly we were playing. So she would do this thing where she would do like competitive versus recreational sides on sports, right? And so I would always do recreational because I was like, I'm not good at sports. This is a common theme, guys. I see it started at a young age, and we were playing flag football. Oh. And so like we would have like the flags on our waist, and the idea was to like grab the flag to get them out or whatever. And so I was on the recreational side, and I just took the ball and just ran past every single person, and it happened like 3 times. And she's like, "Josh, competitive." I'm like, no.
Wait, you got to choose between recreational and
yeah.
competitive? I didn't get that choice. I had to struggle with all the competitive people.
That's what you get for being in band.
Yeah,
because we're not expected to be good in sports.
Yeah,
wait,
you're
how
like
did you get
you're
into
geeks.
Gym band? Was it specific?
So band
to...
and PE were split as one block. Yeah, but it was fun because like let's say when we were in grade 9, like your year. They're all so athletic. Like we had Sherry, right? And so we actually did a couple times where we played against the baseball kids, and we actually like did really well. Yeah,
baseball kids.
Because we also had that the girls hit girl rule, so guys can't hit girls out. So we had like Christina, Sherry, like just like and then Robin next year, just like whipping it out, right?
Man.
Yeah,
it was fun. Some fun times.
I missed out.
Missed out on a great time,
man.
Do you guys just now that we're on the topic of like high school? Do you guys remember any like funny memories or like vivid
I just
memories of high
remember
school?
us in the band room all the time.
All the time.
If we were in the band room, we were walking to the Starbucks that was by the school to get our giant frappuccinos.
Always venti.
Yeah.
Always venti.
Extra whipped cream.
Yep. But yeah, I do remember that a lot of Starbucks. I don't know where I got the money from, but we would always go to Starbucks.
Where did we get the money from?
I don't know.
Starbucks is not
I
cheap.
worked, so I don't know what you.
I don't know. I don't remember if I had a job. I don't know.
Didn't.
My parents, I think, gave me money.
Yeah.
Hi. Thank you.
Thanks, parents.
Thanks, Mom.
But no, I remember Starbucks a lot.
Mount Dunn Market.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's still there, right?
Yes.
I haven't been in this area in so long.
Was it Hot House? The pizza, $5,
Yeah.
two slices with
Hot House is
a
still
can of
there.
Coke.
Mhm.
$5.
I don't know if they still do that.
Crazy.
I haven't been to Hot House
I don't
in
think so either.
years.
Probably like $8 or something.
Yeah, imagine if the Bingsu place was open when we were in high school.
Oh, we'd be
That
broke
would've
for
been-
Yeah,
sure.
Oh, 7-Eleven too.
Yeah.
We always saw candy there.
But
Yeah.
imagine if Bingsu was there. We'd just bring that to the band room.
Speaking of that though, like the going to 7-Eleven and stuff, I remember I had so many spares in grade 12 that sometimes I would just drag you out of your art class and go get food.
By the way, it wasn't my art class. I was TAing art.
You drag the TA
I
out of
also
the
had
art class.
I also had so many spares in grade 12.
But I think even when we were in grade 11, I feel like we probably did that too.
Oh, we did it. Remember when we were all in chemistry together?
Was that Chem 11?
It was Chem 11.
You were in our
You were
class?
in Chem 11?
Yes.
Where did you sit?
With you guys?
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Chem 11?
I
Was
remember.
it Chem 12?
Or was it
Oh,
Chem
I didn't.
12?
I didn't take Chem 12.
So
I was like, that's just too much.
were you in my Chem 11 class?
Was it
I
you
feel
or
like
someone
I only
else?
took one chem class with you. I think that was
No, we were with someone else. I think.
Another Asian girl. Was it
No.
Christina?
Oh, Sashka.
Sashka, yes.
Okay, we did Chem
I
12
was like,
together.
wait, you were there? What?
Yeah, I was just
Never
like,
mind. Never mind. Not Catherine,
Okay,
Sashka.
I have something to say about the class. So, chemistry teacher.
Hello. I name dropped her already. I'm sorry.
Did you?
You can always
Yeah.
Oh,
bit.
We'll
say-
bleep it
We'll
later.
bleep it out.
Sorry.
I'll bleep it out. Haha. So sometimes we would do chemistry homework together, aka people would copy my booklet.
Oh.
And then I would get a worse mark every single time.
I don't know how it happened.
We would do group projects, and I would get a worse.
Wait, is that what happened when we were in Chem too?
Yeah,
I think she just hates you.
I don't know why.
What did you do to? What did he ever do?
I literally was just like the quiet. I mean, I wasn't that quiet. That's the
Yeah,
sweet
we were
Asian
kinda-
kid.
We were kind of loud in that class. You, me, and Sashka.
But
And
like
then
we did our work.
we did finish. Well, you finished your work, and I was there.
He finished the
Yeah,
work.
I was a
finished the
photocopy machine. Thank you for getting me through.
I
Chem
hate
11.
I hate the idea of the fact that I did put so much work into it and they got better grades
Yeah.
than I did.
It was really weird just because I mean we did the same thing
Yeah.
and I still got a better one.
We were in a group project.
Yeah.
And he got better marks than I did.
She was probably just like, Josh, you don't do enough."
Joshua.
Do you remember one
Payne.
time where I walked out?
Was I in the class?
Yeah, grade 12.
No.
Oh.
Why?
I don't remember
She
much.
walked
She did a racist remark and I left.
Okay, she
And then I hit
was
them her.
quite racist.
Oh, yes.
It was a lot of like Spanish / Mexican racist jokes
Yeah.
because there was a lot. Weirdly enough, there was like 60% of the class is always Spanish people.
There were a lot of international
Mhm,
students.
there were a lot. Yeah.
Mhm. So like, why are they all taking chemistry?
Yeah, it's not. That wasn't an easy
It's not
class.
easy.
It wasn't an easy class. That's
No.
why I was copying off him. Chemistry was not my strong suit.
Oh, I remember now. We did Chem 12 because we were trying to get you to do Chem 12, but you did Bio
No.
11
I
instead.
did by 11.
Right.
Didn't join
No,
us.
and then I also quit that class, and I think I took Physics 11 instead.
Is that
What? I thought
better?
you took it with me.
No, I wasn't with you. I was with Jennifer Getz, Physics 11 with Caleb.
No, I was with Caleb.
Were you with Caleb? Did you take? Are
With,
you
with
sure?
what's her face with heels all the time with the glasses. I'm not gonna say her name.
I don't remember you being in the
Oh,
class.
how dare you? Did you
I'm
call me homework
sorry.
too?
Again, I told you earlier, my memory in high school is very.
It always blends together.
Yeah.
it's
Wait, I have a
very
funny memory though of that class. It was the final exam, and Kayla Hyde and I were sitting in front of each other with like a divider, and then she kept a steady beat with her walking, and so Kayla and I just started like drumming and like making beats on our table, and she'd be like, "Who's that?" And we would just stop and we'd be like,
It was
and then just like little like couple minutes there, we'd be like. Let's start the beat again. And she's like, "Stop it!" And we just kept doing it throughout the whole final exam.
See, I don't remember that. I don't.
It's so good.
Did I even take the final exam?
Probably you have. I
Passed.
think you
I,
had to.
Somehow.
I barely passed.
Yeah.
Again, math is also not my strong suit. That's why I went into nursing. There wasn't a lot of
Did you
math.
not- I was gonna say, do you
There's
take
not a lot of
in
math in
nursing?
nursing. It's like basic math.
Okay.
But it's a lot of I know I have several friends who've been through the nursing program, and
Mhm.
it's just like crazy.
It's a lot of memorization.
Yeah,
It's
But-
more clinical though, hey?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of hands-on, and you still have to remember a lot of things from school. But for the most part, it's like it's not a lot of math, which I'm glad. It's like the basic math.
Yeah.
It's like
You don't have to dose out medicines or anything. You just kind
No.
of have to give it to them.
no, I mean
Right.
yes and no. Like there's some doses where it's like 2 milligrams per mil, and it's like, oh, you're only giving 1 milligram. How many mils are you giving? 0.5. Easy math.
But it's not
Basic
like
math.
3.1.
Use the quadratic
No, no, no,
formula
no.
to determine this dosage.
Right.
No, easy, basic math.
Mhm. Oh, do you guys remember the band Sleepovers?
Oh, those were fun.
That was such like a. Oh my!
Remember the
I-
food that we would
Gosh.
get before that?
I don't remember the
What?
food.
We
Food.
get like burgers.
Oh, we did like.
Oh,
a
we had the
picnic.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue. It was like I just remember having a burger that was so dry. I was like,
Yeah.
how long has this been on the grill for?
Just sitting on the grill.
But hey, it was food. I was
we
hungry.
do like a concert and then like a picnic
Mhm. Concert, picnic,
Picnic.
and then sleepover.
The sleepovers, as a teacher now, we're not okay.
Questionable. Questionable at best.
We didn't have any chaperones. Like we had like two, but that's not enough for the amount of kids that
You
were.
had the band teacher and then one parent mom.
Yes.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
like all those rooms were open, basically.
Yeah.
It was great. We did hide and seek.
That was so fun.
It was so much fun. There
I
were
don't
some
think anyone
sus
got
things
it.
that happened, but we can't talk about that
We
on
can't
this
talk
podcast.
about it. It's too spicy for this
It's
podcast.
such a weird thing to think about, like all of us just sleeping
In the band
In
room.
the band room.
like sleeping on whatever we could find.
Yeah.
Like mats.
Oh yeah,
and
we would go into like
stuff.
that storage room and get all the mats.
Yeah. Dragging
Mhm.
like the gym mats and
I remember I was not allowed to stay. I was not allowed to sleep over, right? So I left at like 4 a.m. or something on like little like
oh my gosh.
Penny
that's
board.
I do remember
insane.
that.
yeah.
Why weren't you allowed to sleep over? You were already there basically the whole night.
My parents. I literally went home for like 2 hours and came
Yeah.
back.
It's okay. My parents let me do it. I'm like, yay.
I don't know. My
But
parents
also
is a
I'm like-
weird situation with that.
I was still very introverted back then, and I was like, I don't like these people.
Hey, excuse me.
We
Well,
were there. Excuse
when,
me.
when you left.
Oh,
know.
wow. Okay. Please save this, but
Mhm.
the episode would end it just then.
It's like I wasn't really close with a lot of the band kids anyway. It's like most of our
Mhm.
class and then some of the seniors, but it's like during the sleepovers we also have like the grade 9s and 10s or
I think the first year with them was the best one.
Yeah.
And the year after was
Mhm.
a little weird.
a little weird.
It was a little weird.
I think it's because we were older and they were young. So they were like,
Oh yeah, they did like
Y'all weird.
they all stayed up like what's it called? When you stay up all night.
I know
All-nighters?
all-nighters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great, Josh. And like I remember just like the grade 12s and we're just like, we're gonna go to bed. This is
Yeah,
so
we're
boring.
tired.
Yeah.
We're old. We're tired
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
And we also played dodgeball during those times.
Did you also nail someone in the face?
I don't
that time?
remember. Probably, most likely.
Well, most likely.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
classic
Terrified to
Christian
play
move.
against you.
Classic.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Oh, thanks.
You should join a dodgeball league.
I thought about it, but not a lot of my friends want to do dodgeball. It's always volleyball. Always volleyball.
You just gotta pioneer your way through, and then they'll just follow you.
But also, I don't know if hitting people in the face is allowed
That's fair.
in actual volleyball
It
or
is.
dodgeball tournaments.
I think it is.
Is it allowed? Like,
yeah.
okay.
It counts. Oh.
It works. Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I played. I mean, well, the dodgeball I played is fine.
It's fine.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wow.
So I could definitely injure people there. I'm stronger now too, so
I'm like, oh my
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna break noses.
no, I'll try not to.
They're gonna have to wear guards.
Yeah, they had to wear the
Like
full
the
like,
hockey
body armor.
helmets.
It's okay. I won't be aiming for it. It
Yeah,
will
well,
just
that's-
happen.
No, that literally was literally all of high school.
Yeah.
You didn't aim for it. You just
It
decided
just
It just
happened.
happened.
I remember just being like, whenever I was on Christian's team, I'm like, yes. But whenever it was, I'm just like, no.
No.
No, I'm gonna get hit in the face.
Run away.
Run away.
Hide behind someone.
Hi guys, it's Catherine. Make sure to check us out on our social medias. We are on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at RiceWashed Podcast. We would love for you to subscribe and share so we can get our content out to more people. Let's grow the RiceWashed family.
Yeah. I want to ask us now. We're switching topics now to your childhood because I don't think we didn't really talk much about it. Like, I mean, in high school. So, like,
in high school we talked about a lot of things, but not like our childhood stuff.
I think we just talked mostly about like the dramas
Yeah.
that was happening.
A
and,
lot of
like,
drama.
A lot of dramas. All the anime we watched
Mhm,
and the latest Starbucks drinks.
Yes.
Like, tell us a little bit about like. Do you remember much about your childhood in the Philippines?
A little bit. I do remember growing up there. When my mom moved here in Canada, there were 4 years that it was just me and my two brothers and my dad. So it was just a boy's house.
Mm,
And we were a mess.
no mama to clean.
Yeah, no mom to clean the house.
Who cooked?
My dad. My dad's also a good cook, but
Yeah.
it's like me and my brothers are just a mess. So the house would always be a mess. And my dad, he's got some stuff that he has to do. He's got some work. So it's like he doesn't have time to clean up after us. And we were also like on the older, at least my older brothers, they were on the older side. They should have known better to clean, you know? I was young. I didn't
He's
need
the baby.
to. I was a baby.
Yeah.
But I do remember our house being a mess. I remember we used to have a babysitter when we were all younger. We went through a lot of babysitters because we were mean.
Oh, you were mean little kids.
So we have this giant stuffed bear that probably weighs about like a 7-year-old kid.
What?
That's
Yeah,
big.
it's huge. It's probably as tall as that tripod.
Wow.
So we had it in our attic, and then there was one time our babysitter was walking downstairs, and me and my brothers decided to drop it on her.
You could have knocked her out.
Yeah.
Oh.
It did
You
fall.
knocked her out?
Oh no,
Oh,
it didn't happen. She was just hurt a little bit. But
a little bit.
she was a little hurt,
Oh my goodness.
but, and then she quit.
That'll do it.
Wait, my question is, where did you get this teddy bear?
Oh, my dad used to be very into like the carnival games in malls. Like you know, like you shoot things, you get tickets, you get prizes,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And he won that giant stuffed bear.
We should take him to a fair. You can
Yeah.
give us some toys.
Mhm. Oh, he also does like a lot of the basketball things. He used to play basketball, so he would get a lot of tickets for that. And then, yeah, we had a lot of stuffed animals at home too.
Wow.
Mhm.
Is it still there? Do you still have the giant teddy bear?
No,
Oh,
well,
I
we don't
wanted
have the
it.
house in the Philippines
I was
now.
gonna say, you still have
I
that.
think, yeah, no. It's still, I think when we left, it was still there.
I wonder if it's still there. In the
I don't know.
attic,
My
just
my
chilling.
my aunt now lives there, so
You should ask her.
maybe it's like, hey, is a dangerous bear still there?
It's a dangerous bear that hurt our babysitter and made her quit. It's still there.
But no, I remember because we were all just a menace. We went through like maybe 4 or 5 babysitters. Yeah, when we were young, and then my dad was like, "Oh, you guys are old enough. You guys don't need a babysitter." Also, it was expensive to have a babysitter.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Memories, yeah.
But yeah, I remember like trauma stuff to
Here
to
we
go
go.
with
Are we-
that.
we're
Here we go.
We're
Take your
diving in.
notebooks.
We'll
out.
dive into
We're
it.
diving
Yeah.
in.
In the Philippines, like disciplining your child is very, very physical. It's like it's borderline illegal.
Yep, it is now.
Yeah, it is now.
I'm
back
glad,
then
I'm
it
glad
wasn't.
it is, but
Yeah, back then it wasn't. The worst I remember was I remember I don't even remember what I
I'm
did,
nervous.
yeah.
but my dad made us kneel on uncooked beans.
Ooh.
So they were hard.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we were just kneeling on there for I don't know how long. And I could remember like my knees looked like it had little holes on them. It was rough. It was rough.
What did you do to
I
warrant
don't
that?
remember.
Yeah, it's because you dropped the.
Because you dropped the teddy bear on your babysitter.
We almost killed the babysitter.
Yeah.
Kneel on some
Yeah.
beans.
Sounds so sad, like funny.
Kneel
to
on
me.
some beans.
Kneel on the beans.
But yeah, that's the worst I could remember. I mean, other than like the basic belt or coat hanger hitting
The slipper?
the
Do you remember
slipper, definitely the
Mm.
slipper. But there were also some fun times. I remember usually when me and my brothers would go out, my dad would come home first, and we were like, I don't know why we were always scared of like the house. I think we don't think it's haunted, but we're scared because I don't know why. And then my dad would play tricks on us, like he'd put little booby traps in the house, and we would scare us. And it was like, why
Make
were we
it
afraid
worse?
to just walk in
That's
through the door?
probably why you were scared.
Yeah.
He did it so young, but it's just like ingrained something into your
I was
head.
like, if I open this door, something will drop or something will grab my feet.
Do you still have that fear?
Not anymore.
Okay.
But it was definitely like while we were still in the Philippines, every time, like walking through doors, I'm like, he's gonna grab me, or like a bucket of water will fall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like
Tito, really, with the
Right?
pranks.
yeah, I know. Like, how did he have time to prep all that
Right?
stuff?
Yeah, he didn't have time
Instead
to take
of
care
cleaning,
of you, but
instead of cleaning, he would just pull pranks on his kids.
And then there's a mess, and then no one would clean it up.
that's where the messes came from.
Yeah.
His tricks.
Just these little pranks. But it was funny just because it's like back then after school you'd go out and play with your friends and stuff like that. So we would always go home like 9 p.m. and then
That's late.
my dad but we never had a curfew, but my dad would always tell us like come home early or come home before dark. And then we would always come home nighttime. And it's like the pranks are there.
He had so much time to set them up.
He had so much
Because you
time.
got home at 9.
He's like, oh my gosh, they're an hour late. Well, here we go.
Here we
Yeah.
go. But no, it was fun times.
I've heard
Dude.
that growing up in the Philippines is always really fun.
Yeah.
Like the stories that my mom's told me, I'm like,
Mhm.
that sounds like a good time.
Fun times, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember mostly for my dad, just because he used to have like a little bingo club.
Oh.
It was hilarious just because they would all like, maybe there's 15 like middle-aged people playing bingo outdoors in this like little field, but then it's also gambling and it's not allowed because they put in a lot of money. Like, it's not
gambling not allowed in the Philippines?
I don't know if it wasn't allowed, but they would. There was one time the police came and they all scattered.
Probably
ran.
probably illegal then.
It was a lot. I think it was a lot of money.
Grab
in
the money and
pot.
go.
So, that's why it was illegal. But I just remember my dad. My dad's like, back then he was quite athletic, so I just remember there was a big fence around the field that they're playing at, and I wasn't in there, but I could see the field, and then I heard someone say, "Oh, the cops are coming," and then I just saw everyone scatter, and I saw my dad leap over this big fence. I'm like, "Good job,
Is
good
that
job!"
you?
I was like, "Wow!" And then they all just kind of scattered, and then when the coast was clear, everyone kind of just came back together. Let's start the game again.
Like, how they come back?
I mean, the money is there, so
Yeah, we
true.
also got to finish the game.
Gotta finish that
Yeah.
bingo.
Yeah. Can't let the bingo go to waste. So you're talking about how your dad was quite athletic. Do you feel like any of your brothers took the athleticism?
Definitely my middle brother, Jonathan. My oldest brother, he doesn't want to do anything. He's got asthma.
Fair. Valid.
I
Yeah.
remember in
Yeah.
in her high school, that's the excuse he would always use in gym class.
That's a good excuse.
He's like, I have asthma. I can't do this.
That's a good excuse.
I wanted to use that when we would do the yearly run around this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Or
The
like,
Terry Fox run?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to run. I have asthma. I might have asthma. But no, I had to do those runs. Or the hike up Mount Doug and then
That wasn't too bad.
I know,
I didn't
but-
like the runs either.
yeah.
Because they had people at like checkpoints to make sure
That you're actually
that you
running
did-
the
and you
track,
didn't
yeah.
shortcut.
Mm-hmm. It's like this is torture.
So mean.
I think that because I know in a lot of PE programs they do a lot of like runs and stuff, like everyone has to do it. I think they should take that out because I don't think that doesn't really measure anything.
No.
Because some people like genetic wise are better runners than some other than sprinters, etc. And also just like that doesn't show anything.
No, it's just
makes you
running.
tired.
Yeah.
I guess they want us to work on our cardio.
But you can do cardio in sports.
Yeah. Volleyball is a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
Basketball is a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Soccer is a lot of cardio.
As a music teacher, I think they should change the PE programs. Just saying.
As someone in the music department,
Yeah.
change the PE program.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really funny. Did you, when you moved over here, because you're still like 11,
Yeah.
so I would say that's still kind of like childhood.
that's quite
like,
young, yeah.
I was
Did it
young.
change much?
Yeah, definitely, because I didn't have friends here. It was rough.
Oh,
It was rough.
Did you still have to kneel on beans?
No.
Okay.
No, that was
when was the last time you kneeled on beans?
Yeah. When was the last time you kneeled on beans, guys?
probably, I don't remember the year. But it was a while ago. I was young when I kneeled on beans. But
Leave in the comments
well,
below.
we have a surprise. There's some
There's
beans.
some Oh,
Under your
no.
seat, you'll find a bag of beans.
But I remember we hung out with my cousins a lot just because family, they were like, "Oh, you can be friends."
Like here?
Yeah, cousins
Okay.
here. Yeah. But also the age gap was a little big, so they're like, "Oh, we're also not like connecting very well." And also she was a girl, so with 3 older guys, it's like there's nothing to bond over.
Yeah.
So it was weird. And then we made friends in high school or in middle school, so it was better.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I often think about, because my parents told me that when they were thinking about like starting a family, they knew that they wanted to have family here, like in Canada, because they grew up in Hong Kong, right? And my dad was like, I don't want you to go through the education system. Like he remember like, it was really hard for him, and also like Asia generally is a lot more strict. And,
Yeah. I mean, the education system in the Philippines was pretty good.
Yes.
I remember because I was supposed to move here for grade 6, and then the paperwork got delayed, and I was still in grade 6 in the Philippines, but I was goofing off because I told my teacher, well, my mom's gonna come pick us up soon, so I don't really need to be doing
And
school.
she let you just like
Yeah.
rip off.
Uh-huh. She was my dad also had a lot of pull in schools back then, so he was like sort of mayor for one time.
Your
Yeah.
dad
My
was
dad
mayor?
did a lot of things. Yeah.
Wow.
So everyone knew him. So like in schools, yeah, when I told my teacher, my dad's here in school, I'm just gonna go hang out with him, and they would chill with it.
That's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, I was in grade 6, but I didn't really take any of the classes. I was just goofing off. I was just there for fun because my dad was like, you can't just be at home.
Mm.
You're not going to do anything. Go to school. But then we also didn't do anything in school. And then when I moved here, they put me into grade 7. And then they looked at my grades and they were like, oh, wow, you're really smart. Like, because in the Philippines, the grading system is very strict. A 75 is a fail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So all my grades were like 98s, 99s, and they were like, "Oh, you're so smart." I was like, "Actually, some people got 100." Like I wasn't the best.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't the best, but it was pretty good marks. And then they were like, "Okay, we'll put you in grade 7." And then I remember like doing the math and stuff. It's like, "Oh, I did this in like grade 5 or a part of grade 6 because I still paid attention a little bit." So I was like, "Science, it was easy." It was English and French that I struggled when I first started here.
No, understandable.
Because again, I was learning English and then they put French on top of that.
Ooh.
That's so mean.
I know. I was like, but also I went to Lansdowne, which is a French immersion school.
Oh.
It was
Wait, so what did you find harder to learn, English or French?
French. My
Yeah.
goodness, I couldn't figure out how to speak it.
Yeah, French is.
It was
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The written tests and stuff like that, I could do
Mhm.
because it's just a lot of memorization. It's like when they ask you to speak it, it's like, I'll actually not answer your question. I'm sorry. ESL.
I have asthma. I'm also ESL.
I have asthma and ESL. Please do not talk to me.
I get anxious.
So yeah, no, it was tough speaking or doing French along with like learning English, and then grade 7 happened, and then it was better because my English got better. And I think they said it's easier for younger people to learn a new language.
Mm-hmm.
I was grade 11. Or no, I was 11 years old. But it was still better than, like, compared to my brothers. They both have an accent. So,
Oh yeah, that's true.
especially my oldest one.
Hmm.
But Jonathan also has an accent because he just, like, learned other things other than English at the same time.
He just has a mixed
He was
accent
just
of
too
all
busy.
languages.
Yeah, he's got a mixed accent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fair. That's fair.
Do you remember the plane ride coming here?
It was long.
Yeah.
16-hour flights,
It's
man.
a long plane ride.
Mm-hmm. And I just remember the drive from the airport back here. I was like, it's raining, and there's a lot of like. It was nighttime too. I think it was like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is so dark. Why is everything so dark? There's no street lights. It wasn't a highway. It was like, obviously it's gonna be dark and not a lot of lights. And then we got home, and I just passed out. Oh, I still remember one of our boxes got delayed. So my oldest brother didn't have clothes for like 4 days.
Oh.
Mhm. It just got delayed for some reason. I don't know why.
That happens.
I mean, isn't there like a situation at one of the airports where luggages are missing and like
Mhm.
getting lost?
You get
Pearson?
compensation for that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. Though.
money.
Yeah.
That would be anxious if you're like moving, like
Oh, yeah.
doing a huge move.
Mm-hmm.
Be a bad
Like,
time.
by the way, all your stuff is missing.
Yeah, but compensation, I guess.
Pay me.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
for
Unless
my
you don't
stuff.
have like, because I think you have to get like luggage insurance and stuff like that.
Probably.
What?
Yeah.
There's just a thing.
Probably.
I think so. Like, because isn't there one?
Maybe.
I think so.
I've never looked into that.
I think so.
I
I don't know.
Side note for everyone listening, and I guess for you too. Like I've heard, like there's a lot of like they say your flight gets delayed or gets canceled. Well, there's actually a lot of compensation that that you need to ask for.
Mm-hmm.
So like my cousins came to visit a couple of weeks ago from Toronto, and their flight got delayed like 9 hours or something, and they got like $1,000 per person. So that's 5 of them. But my cousin said it was the best thing ever because she bought the tickets through points.
Oh,
So she just got $5,000.
nice.
So like if your flight's delayed or like canceled, like go. They
Just look
need to give
at
you
it.
money.
Yeah.
I saw that on Instagram. I think there was one person who does like travel stuff. Like
Travel hacks.
yeah, travel hacks by I forgot her name.
Yeah.
Like if your flight gets delayed, you can actually get money. They can pay for your hotel.
You just have to look up.
I
Like
know,
you have
the
to know it.
policy.
Yeah, you
'Cause
had
they
to.
won't just
You had to
walk
know.
up and
I need
offer
to.
you
We
it.
need to research this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or just follow that girl on Instagram.
just research it like your air.
Yeah. My flight
company,
on the way
whatever
back
it's
from Calgary was delayed, and so I was like, can I get money for this? I think for WestJet, if it gets delayed 2 hours at the least, you can get some money.
Ooh,
I think. Don't quote me.
don't
Don't quote me on that.
we're not sponsored.
Don't come for me, WestJet.
But if you would like to sponsor us,
Yeah.
Do you think you would ever want to go back to the Philippines?
For vacation, yes. I've considered it before, where it's like, oh, I could maybe teach English there, blah blah blah, because it would be a cool opportunity. But at the same time, the heat is. I really can't do it anymore.
It's hot.
It's hot.
You're saying at the beginning of the episode, like, what do you remember of Philippines? Hot.
Hot. No, like seriously, I remember when we went back because I've gotten so used to Victoria weather. It's not too cold here and it's not too warm. I just remember landing in Manila and I was like, this is a sauna.
It's instant. Like the humidity is just
it
like
hits you as soon as the plane doors open. It hits you and it's bad.
Yeah.
we should all go.
We should all go.
All
Oh my
over the
gosh.
Philippines.
I would love to do
That'd
an
be so
Asia trip,
fun.
just
Yeah.
everywhere.
Me and my friends are trying to plan one because we have like a Vietnamese friend, we have a Thai friend, a Korean friend. It's like, let's do an Asia trip.
Yeah.
We'll start in the Philippines maybe or end in the Philippines. I don't know.
Yeah. Start with the hottest and then go a little bit
Mhm.
cooler each
Mhm.
time.
Korea. Well, and then Korea.
That'd be a good
Korea
place
sounds
to-
good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
North
been to
Korea.
Korea before? I mean,
No.
you could if you wanted to.
But no, I've never been to Korea. I've never traveled. This is one of my
yeah,
things on my
'cause-
bucket list is
Yeah.
to travel.
Mhm.
Next year, I'm planning to visit my brother in Spain. I was going to do it this
Ooh.
year, but then COVID, and it's like, I kind of want to save up a lot more money because
Yeah.
it's going to be expensive. But he also says food is cheap there.
I think generally, I find that most places it's just like the flight is really
flight,
expensive,
yeah.
and like
The food is.
the
Accommodation.
food is generally
Even
fine.
the accommodation is pretty cheap in Asia. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And I mean, if you also know people, then you can stay over at their place.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true.
Get those connections. Make
Yeah.
lots of friends, just so
Lots
you can
of-
Just
stay.
so you can
Lots of
stay at their
international
places.
friends.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm just looking at the time here. I think that's going to be a wrap on our episode,
All right.
Christian.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for sharing your childhood trauma of beans.
I will never look at beans the same
kneeling
way
on-
again.
Do you
Beans.
hate beans? Do you like to eat beans?
No, I
now?
still like beans.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad
Okay.
it didn't.
It didn't
deter you
traumatize
from
me.
It didn't transfer
liking
over.
beans.
Mhm. No, I think I was too young, and then I just don't remember it now. I remember the pain, and I remember the looks of my knees being like
That's
dots.
trauma right there.
That's trauma.
Trauma.
Do you ever just think about that teddy bear?
Oh yeah, I do.
Because I still want it. I don't know if you can find the
it's
connection. for
heavy.
me.
It's heavy.
Yeah, like can you imagine like Oscar, but like the teddy bear?
Yeah.
Mhm. I think it's heavier than that. It's like probably 3 of this.
We gotta take your dad to a carnival.
Oh
Get
yeah,
him
you
to
should.
win us some games.
Take it to the Richmond Night Market.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Or even the Sandwich Fair, maybe.
That too.
Sure, he'd
that
love
too.
that.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just
there's so
shoot
many
hoops.
things there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love the duck game where you pick up a duck.
Yeah.
You know, I one time I saw someone who won. Like she
Oh.
won like the big one. So she put it down and I just rolled the duck all the way around
Yeah.
and picked it up.
Oh, nice.
That's smart. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Get the hacks, kids. But yeah, that's for today's episode. Thank you, Christian, for joining us
No
today.
worries. Thanks for having me, guys. It was really fun.
It's really, really fun. We should have him join with like Rosanna.
Oh my
Talk
gosh.
about all the
A
Filipino
Filipino
things.
party.
Filipino party except
And me.
and Josh.
Hey, no, but I'm a quarter of Christian.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, sorry. I was like, wait, what?
that confused me a little bit too. I was like, oh wait, no, he's Chinese.
Okay,
I'm part
anyways,
Chinese.
that's
There you
it.
go.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone! We hope you enjoyed another episode of RiceWashed. If you'd like to support us in another way, we have a Patreon. We have 2 tiers, Rice Buds for $5 a month, where you can simply just support our podcast, and Rice Fam, $15 a month, where you can get some bonus content as well. If you'd like to support us, you can find us at patreon.com/RiceWashPodcast. See you next time.